नमस्कार, फिर पैसा बोलता है में आपका स्वागत है। मैं आनंद श्रीनिवासन। आज शनिवार है तो हम हॉट टेक्स करेंगे। मेरे साथ मेरा भाई है विनोद श्रीनिवासन। उससे हम हॉट टेक्स के बारे में हॉट टेक्स बताइए। हॉट टेक्स में क्या होगा कि जो न्यूज़पेपर्स में इंटरेस्टिंग आर्टिकल्स हैं उसके बारे में हम चर्चा करेंगे। ये अंग्रेजी में होगा।
Office leasing has rebounded. Will it aid economy, Anand?
See, this is like this. Today I read a newspaper. The top 8 Indian real estate players have cut back on debt by 50%, and they say their bookings have surged. The point is simply this: that the properties that DLF, Mahindra Life Spaces, and all these guys make is in something like 60-70 lakhs. If you look at the pyramid of India's earnings, gives it to the top 20% of India. And top 20% of India, most people have houses. And it is not mobile. Like IT was the last time when there was mobility in that people could move into the top 20%. IT recruitment for the last 2 years is down. And startup funding is down in the dumps. So where are you going to find new people to buy these houses? Similarly, there was a lot of this problems with the Corona and post-Corona. Companies were work from home. Then companies were leaned into telling that people should come to work.
Correct.
And so people have started to work. Office leasing has rebounded. A lot of offices which were vacated have taken tech. So what is vacated, maybe some portion is now rebounding. How will that help? So it will not help. If you looked at TCS's margin yesterday, the profit margin dipped and the net profit also dipped. That is, if you looked after March, April, May, June, the profit was lesser than March. And in July, August, September, it was less than the previous quarter. And the margins declined. Bonuses have been cut back. Even Tatas are increasing salaries slower. They are not replacing staff. That is only 5,000 jobs have been added. And we have to see net addition is 5,000. For a company of more than 6.5 lakh people, that is less than 1%. So there is no health in the IT industry. So there is the question of suddenly a rebound happening, more people getting jobs and economy rebounding. If you have looked at an IT office space, people working there, then some tea shops will open up, people will get transported back and forth. This is how it is.
True. Secondary economy
develops. But if the guy himself is not getting enough salary and not enough people are recruited, how will the economy kick in? And I don't think so. This time actually, what has happened is, I read somewhere, most of the sales have moved online. That is because of credit cards. With credit cards giving lot of offers. So more sales has moved online from offline. There is no cheer in Diwali. Diwali is only 20 days away. And today we are talking on during Dasera, and this is being recorded in Dasera. Tomorrow is Vijay Dasami, 10th day of the festival. I don't see any major activity anywhere around me. I don't see a festival cheer.
The festival spirit is missing, yes.
Festival spirit is missing. What is happening is the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. If that is like in stock market, the kind of money people have made, including me, over the last 1 year is obscene. About 3 years back, for a small wedding celebration, we had to buy some gold. Gold was at 4,500. And you have done nothing. And gold has gone to, including GST, at 7,300.
True.
So suppose somebody has an X amount of gold. He is doing nothing and he has made 3,000. Now what are the poor going to think? Suppose somebody in the top 1% will have about 1,000 grams of gold.
Yes.
He has already made 1,000 into 3,000. That's 30 lakhs without doing anything.
Very true.
So the rich are definitely getting richer and the poor are getting more and more difficult because the costs are going up in education. Costs are going up in medical services. General inflation is much higher than what is being said because you have not cut taxes on petrol, diesel and other things. So people are spending more money. So the middle class is struggling. And for the rich, it is absolutely, they are getting wealthier.
True. But then this notion comes into that the rupee now has breached 84. The FPIs are pulling out more.
Yeah, I don't know. Has it breached 84?
That's what the headlines in Business Channel. Rupee breaches 84 mark against the US dollar as FPIs pull out of. So, it's good news for TCS, no?
It is good news for the TCS. It's good for it's always beneficial for the rich. See, when the rupee goes to 84, which the RBI desperately wanted to avoid last week, to the point where RBI told private banks and public sector banks not to take aggressive positions against the Indian rupee, thinking they can hold it, has clearly showed because Israel is going to attack Iran anytime.
Any minute, yes. So the cabinet is busy discussing.
It is happening?
No, the cabinet is busy discussing. They're voting. The Israeli cabinet is from yesterday, has been in deep discussion, and Netanyahu had a long conversation with Biden for half an hour, where the details are not being shared. But it looks more and more that they're going to be targeting the oil fields because the Gulf states have come out and begged US to tell Israel not to target the oil fields.
Yeah, and if that happens, and oil goes to 100, 120, you're looking at 86, 87 in the short run. But 84 is a lot of pressure. This means gold will become more costlier on Monday when it opens. So this is a really, the price of gold will go up because it's a safe haven. The price of dollar will go up. Which will mean that the rich will get more richer.
Correct. Why are the foreign portfolio investors pulling out of India in this speed? Because this month itself, the last 10 days, they pulled out almost 51,000 crores.
No, they pulled out 57,000 crores.
Yeah, so far.
So something like $7 billion.
Yes.
This is because the Indian markets are valued, at the end of the day, it's all valuation. You can say that China is going to announce more SARPs and therefore they are going to do it, and all that is hindsight bias. But as such, my clear explanation is that India is at a huge premium to the rest of the world. You have a company like Asian Paints, which has not increased sales. Sales have not dramatically gone up. And the input costs are going up. And the company is at 60 times earnings or 55 times earnings.
Correct.
And let's look at Titan is at 90 times earnings. How can you justify 90 times earnings for a company which is earnings are growing by 10 or 12%?
Very true.
So the stocks are overpriced, and when stocks are overpriced, the speculators will sell.
Is that the same reasoning behind why Hyundai is launching its IPO right now?
Hyundai is because the Korean valuations are extremely poor.
Correct.
Even Japanese valuations are poor. Toyota is at 7 times earnings. And somebody is giving me 30 times earnings for a brand that is declining.
Yes.
Because it's declining in US, it's declining.
Can you explain that a little bit? Why it's declining?
See, Toyota has hybrid, right? And Toyota has electric technology. Hyundai's electric cars are not very cheap. The big market for Korea is Middle East and Northern America.
True.
In Northern America, Toyota is ruling the roost. In the Middle East and Africa, the Chinese cars are running circles around Hyundai.
Yes.
Here the Tatas have almost caught up with Hyundai. So why will I give 28 times earnings to Hyundai?
So if this is true, then why are we seeing such a beating of the Tata Motor share? What is the reason behind that?